Hello, everybody. Briefcase here with the second game of this series. Team Empire versus Radical Online Extremists. Last time Team Empire took an incredibly early lead and held it for 17 minutes. And right around that time, Radical Online, Rocks, if you will, figured out that no, this was not happening today. Rocks banning Batrider outright for their first pick. I guess not wanting to let Team Empire have that very, very good map control and ganking ability. Team Empire doing the same, banning EO. Lots of these, you see these two heroes routinely banned in the first picks, or at the very least the first four bans, just because they're so good. EO, of course, combos incredibly well with any number of heroes, particularly CK though, as well. And right now, actually, Batrider, if he's not banned, he is picked up just because he is such a utility hero. He's so good at pretty much everything they ever want him to do. Not to mention that right now, and I think still, it's hard to say if it is a bug, but he has 1800 flying vision once using Firefly in the daytime. And I know in Dota 1, I think it was 1350 or 1400, something along those lines. It diminished his sight vision when he used it because 1800, his normal sight vision for pretty much anybody in the daytime, was considered too large and it gave you too much of an advantage, which I happen to agree with. So you don't see him. You basically see him picked almost every game, if possible, just because he is so strong right now. And I would really like to see, personally, some more hero variation, maybe a little bit more balancing per se, just buffing some heroes up to where they're actually viable, because you see the same heroes banned and picked in almost every game now, and it's getting a little tired, a little old, I must say. But regardless, doesn't matter. Team Empire now banning Keeper of the Light, getting rid of two very strong supports. Radical Online Extremists banning Nyx and Batrider. Of course, they can support. They can be incredibly strong supports. But they're more or less utility heroes who can offlane, who can mid, who can jungle. Nyx not so much in the jungle area, but that's a-okay. Team Empire getting a first pick Nature's Prophet. You do not see that too often. A lot of times you see him picked up in the third slot. Sometimes the second, but usually third or fourth slot. But there, with just Queen of Pain and Nature's Prophet, both those heroes very mobile, gonna be given a lot of map presence for Team Empire. All the while, Rocks has gotten Darkseer, that very good offlane, very good at farming. Of course, Surge, invaluable for teammates and ganking. And that good teamfight ability, Phantasmal Wall of Replica. Damn, I was so close. I got some delicious lukewarm coffee. Nothing better than pretty damn old coffee. Ugh, I regret saying that already. All the while, Rocks picking up Puck and Shadow Demon. The entire lineup not looking particularly carry-ish. Going to be looking for a couple more carries as well. But Puck, of course, a very strong mid. Able to contest Queen of Pain for the runes and have almost as much rune control or mobility as Queen of Pain early with Illusory Orb. Not to mention Shadow Demon being picked up, one of the better supports and one of the funner supports as well, I must say. All the while, you have Team Empire picking up Lifestealer. Very good pick, actually, against this lineup with Rage. Gonna not be too worried about Puck porting in Illusory Orb. Not gonna do too much Waning Rift. That combo, Illusory Orb poured in with Waning Rift and Dream Coil combo. Not gonna be too scary if Lifestealer just pops his Rage before he ever gets silenced. Could be a little difficult, though, with Shadow Demon here to disrupt him as soon as he is not raging, or at least maybe even before, but more likely than not, that'll just give Lifestealer a little bit of extra time to plan out exactly what he wants to do. All the while, we have Team Empire banning Enchantress and Chen, really getting rid of every very strong support, not wanting to go up against anything, possibly just thinking that they have a stronger team dynamic, and thinking that they'll more likely than not simply outplay them. And not give them the ability to get very strong supports. And just saying, oh, Lifestealer is a better carry than they're ever going to get, so maybe we'll just go for that, and we'll use our ganking ability. Lifestealer, of course, Open Wounds, Queen of Pain, Big Slow, Nature's Prophet, able to port everywhere. Just use our ganking ability to take that early lead again, considering that Puck right now is the only one who has a very good escape mechanism. Darkseer can with Surge, of course, but Nature's Prophet will shut that down pretty effectively. Rock's picking up Alina. I'm liking this game. Not the general picks. Gyrocopter getting banned. Rock's also banning Leshrac and Venno. I guess not wanting to let Team Empire get any team fight whatsoever, although Magnus is still completely in play, as is Enigma, so that opinion I just came up with probably doesn't hold much water, I must say. But Rock's picking up Lina, not 100% sure why exactly. I suppose Lina's ult, Laguna Blade, combos pretty amazingly with Soul Catcher, thus making it do 50% more damage. That's, how much is that? 600 and roughly 700 at level 1. And now Rock's picking up a Mirana as well. Very good. Good at utility as well. Can be a sort of carry. Is not as pure carry as pretty much any of the other ones. But can fill that role in a pinch. And you don't see any main standard carry on the books for Rocks, and I'm very interested to see exactly what they're going to do. Of course, Shadow Demon, pure support. Lina, though, and Mirana kind of in this weird gray area where if they get farm, they can be incredibly useful, but a lot of times they don't get it, but now they just might. Darkseer, of course, easy, very easy for him to farm, but doesn't need it whatsoever, really. And interested to see if we see a Mirana and Lina kind of carry, or if we're going to carry Puck at the moment. Gonna have to really get some nice early game leads against this team, considering that Lifestealer will snowball, become even scarier the later the game goes. Nature's Prophet, of course, incredibly good at farming. Gets all the money he ever needs simply through Trents and porting around and ulting to his heart's desire, of course.
10 seconds.
Hand of Midas, also very prevalent on Nature's Prophets, just to make sure he gets what he needs. Queen of Pain, very good at farming as well. Very scary and very good, and he's usually around for most kills as well. So who do we have playing who? Y'all is Lina. Sharkfic is playing Puck. We got Perfect playing Mirana. Hardiv is playing Shadow Demon. Dread is playing Darkseer. And now it looks like a pause going down, more likely than not, for Team Empire, considering that one of their heroes is not in game yet. Possibly a little bit of connectivity issues. I'm not sure if you'd see that, considering that the portrait isn't there yet, but that's a-okay. Let's go over who they are playing, and I'll talk a little bit more about Silencer, as I haven't even touched on it. Myla playing Bane, of course, very, very good at disables. Gets that Nightmare as the first pick, wanting to set up a chain reaction of more likely than not open wounds, possibly a dagger. They have a very good team to try to get a first blood. Enough slow to really cripple anybody from actually getting away. There's Nature's Prophet. This I suspect now will make the game get going. But we have Heart Myla, just Myla playing Bane, 333 as Silencer. He's got a nice shoulder pad there, or possibly that's his arm, not 100% sure. Scandal is playing Nature's Prophet, the Resistance is playing Lifestealer, and OP is playing Queen of Pain again. I wonder how, or exactly why they are paused. One thing that people have brought up that, I mean, kind of is not in the spirit of the game is these early game pauses like this, of these starting game pauses, where, of course, this is all speculation, and I'm not holding any of these teams responsible for this or what have you, but there has been talk about these early game pauses where nobody really knows if they're within the true spirit of Dota, considering that it gives you all this extra time that wasn't in the captain's pick phase to figure out exactly what the lanes are going to be, to talk about what you want to do, to talk about how the game's going to go. And some people think that that's not, exactly what you should be getting. Lifestealer opted not to get the Quelling Blade right there, figuring out he can probably just do as much damage as he ever needs to. It has actually some very high base damage for level 1, I must say. Bane having almost as high. Queen of Pain, very close to that as well. And now, a very early smoke going down for Team Rocks. Really wanting to get that first blood. Of course, Disruption going to set that up very easily. Dread will more likely than not either get Ion Shell or Surge, and probably waiting in the wings just to see exactly what he's going to want and get. All the while, one Disruption plus a Sacred Arrow could be all that you need, and a stun by Lena as well. Very, very easy to get that first blood. I shouldn't say easy, but very, very possible. And now Rock scouring the jungle. I don't know, is Bane going to be able to reveal them? Does have a sentry ward, could plop it down, but now it looks like they're doing the old sweep around here and really trying to catch as many people out as they possibly can. It could be a tit for tat, could be a 1-for-1. There's a Trent, though, revealing them all. Gonna just put a huge crimp in their plan, and now the entirety of Empire in the bottom is just running to the safety of their tower. A failed smoke, sadly, by Team Rocks there. All the while, Scandal is up top. Looks like he is poised to be in lane, an off-lane Nature's Prophet, no less. You do not see this very often. Has gotten Trents early, though, making me think that he would go for jungle. He is scouting these runes, and I guess I don't see exactly what I more likely than not denied one, but I can't be so certain, I must say. All the while, looks like Team Arox does have vision of their jungle. Of course, this Disruption and Arrow and Light Strike Array combo, incredibly deadly. Going to be very, very scary for them. And these Trents up top are not going to do anything against Dread. The Ion Shell alone, all they will provide is additional farm. And it's going to be very, very hard for Scandal to do anything. All the while, Perfect, it looks like, giving all the farm they could ever want to Mirana. Babysitting Mirana, a carry Mirana. Very excited to see this. Curse of the Silent, though, hitting all three. Nice placement. You usually do not see level 1 Curse of the Silent. You usually actually just don't see Curse of the Silent, period, most times. Suppose wanting to limit the amount of combo spells that this group can get off. Usually you see Last Word, very, very strong skill as well.
Denied.
Milo now having sentries down. I don't believe this is blocking anything, and now just getting everything ready for some nice pulls as well. All the while, you have Sharkvik going against OP. This fight again, but now he is a Puck. He is no longer a Rubik. He might have a much easier time. Queen of Pain doing fine, just fine. Getting a little bit harassed. Sharkvik, of course, is slightly on top. OP getting some knocks in whenever he can. All the while, these three this incredibly scary combo. Nobody should want to get as close to them as they are. Curse of the Silent falling on them as well. Maybe just wanting to not let them get a double cast, some sort of double skill going at the same time. All the while, Sharkvik really, really going down. Having a very hard time. One Scream, though, and with that baiting out the Illusory Orb, trying to get it, and there's a blink in. Looks like he can't quite get there in time. Does not have another blink. Can't go underneath the tower. Sharkvik eating a tree. Still, though, there is a Scream waiting around, and I want to see if Sharkvik can phase shift his way to safety. All the while, the resistance now falling on y'all. Mila is here to put Mirana to sleep. Can't get away. Some nice blocking. Silencer is here. Doesn't even need to use anything. Perfect getting caught out as well. There is not another sleep available. There is no more open wounds, but that is A-okay. That has been enough to give this try versus Tribot the early advantage in experience and gold. And now, if we press the F7 key, boom, swinging a little bit up for Team Empire, just with that little bit of play. All the while, Scandal, more likely than not, a little bit less leveled than Dread. Can't really use Trents to very much effect. Looks like he's going to be swapping up his skills and figuring out to go Teleportation and Sprout. Wanting to be able to port bot and help out in those kills whenever they need to. Not very useful, of course, against Sharkvik, but OP now, using his flask. Probably has a bottle coming relatively soon, I would expect. Not too much money for either of these. 6 last hits for him. For Sharkvik, 7 for OP. All the while, though, the resistance is at 8. Not as many as I suspected, considering the amount of waves that have gone down. Mirana sitting at 8 as well. Nobody seems to be doing a much higher... nobody seems to be having the most, except, of course, for Darkseer, being able to farm so effectively. And now Sharkvik bottle crowing to his little heart's content, sending that back. That's a very nice courier, I must say. Hardeev almost getting caught out. There is a Nightmare there if and when they need it. There is enough for open wounds. There is getting level 2 Curse of the Silent. You never see this. Usually go Last Word. It is just such a strong ability. Having it on a smaller cooldown, not letting Mirana jump away is also invaluable, or not letting Shadow Demon disrupt anybody. Very scary. All the while, Queen of Pain, OP, does get a haste rune. Wondering if he's going to be using it to harass top a little bit. Maybe, probably, or more or less, just going to be going in for the Sharkfic hurt. And all the while, we have these double tries bot just going tit for tat, I think. Of course, Marana, perfect. Having a very good escape mechanism in the jump. Can get put to sleep pretty easily, though. Hardiv is here to support. That's some good lukewarm coffee, I must say. Empire now, Crystal the Silent. They absolutely don't want to cast anything to get rid of this. They don't have the mana to really support it. And you used to see this on the old Silencer before he was reworked, before Glaives of Wisdom was changed, before Last Word was changed, where Crystal the Silent, you would just get this en masse, and now not wanting to let him fall, does get stunned, double stunned in fact, not a big enough stun though to really do anything. Hardiv being caught out, there's the port in by Scandal, everybody getting treed up, they can't get away, Hardiv will fall, and that is 2 kills for the price of none for Team Empire. And now with that, an even bigger lead experience-wise, there it is, there's an even bigger lead gold-wise for them as well. Everybody porting in, Open Wounds is not ready yet, there could have been, they might have been able to dive that, actually, with so many people around, but that is A-okay, not the end of the world. And Scandal has ported bot, has used his ult, just getting a little bit of farm now as well. You should be so mindful. Rox must be having must just be absolutely terrified of ever moving out. With Nature's Prophet around and the ability to just sleep somebody, that's 4 seconds of not being able to move. That's a huge amount of time for Team Empire to get into position, to get a body block going as well, to could you possibly, I wonder to see if how this combo works effectively. I'm wondering to see if Silencer and Bane combo as well as I do. Perhaps a Last Word right before a Nightmare, or a Nightmare and then a Last Word. I don't think casting a Last Word on somebody would actually take it off, because it doesn't do the damage until the end of the duration. And then that person is silenced. They can't do anything for that while as well, and could be very scary indeed for them. All the while, it looks like Hardiv and Y'all were smoking up mid, trying to equalize it a little bit for Sharkfic. OP has not really gotten, I mean, more. It's been very tit for tat and doesn't seem it, and is bottle crowing well and doing fine, just fine. But I suppose OP has gotten a couple more runes than Sharkfic in the meantime. All the while, Darkseer, Dread, using Soul Ring just to farm up his little heart. Perfect. Hanging out bot, does not want to get caught out. There is a Silencer waiting in the wings. They do have vision right here though, which if I press F3, there it is. They do have vision of this, so very safe. Can see pretty much everything that's going on. They should not be too concerned, but with that, they just saw their ranged creep fall. Or no, that was a melee creep fall. Perfect, not wanting to get caught out by the resistance, but with so much backup, should not be terrified. The resistance going very deep, though. Having rage, does not want to get disrupted, doing enough damage, and I'm sure just waiting to see if Scandal could come in. Cannot, though. Teleport is on cooldown, and now all of this, there it is. There's the double stun. Not staggering them, doesn't matter, the resistance can get away, does have rage, and there is not enough damage to really do anything to him. Almost having Infest, enough to really live through anything, and for this team that really needs to be able to take an early lead and front load that damage, Marana is not as good a carry as Lifestealer by any means. Lina, of course, can be quite strong late game as well. That doesn't matter though. Nightmare going on for Hardiv, getting this double damage, trying to make sure that Queen of Pain gets it. And looks like Marana might snap it up, but Queen of Pain's running in. It's going to be interesting to see who gets it. Perfect gets it just in time. I wondered if OP could have blunked in there and gotten it. I guess didn't see Perfect though. Did have this ward here, must have seen him. I suppose not wanting to test it, probably not seeing exactly how much mana Perfect has, was very scared of an arrow and Starfall. All the while, Scandal is up top, has a massive amount in Nature's Call, getting all the Trents in the world. 30 seconds, sorry, for Scandal. I'm sure he, probably not connectivity issues, just has to do something as well. Obviously, farming very well with Wrath of Nature. Does have Trent, so probably not farming as much as you usually see a Prophet farming, but that is A-okay. If we look at gold per minute, which I think, bear with me now, which I think is why. No, it's not worth. Gold per minute. This is the second to last one. Darkseer at the top. Nature's Prophet farming just as effectively as their carry as well. There we go. Perfect. Getting a buddy clarity on. Good for him. Everybody supporting him so well. Y'all, of course, Hardeev down here as well. Hardeev having absolutely no items. No money at all as well. Giving everything to his teammates. Scandal really wanting to get onto Dread and stop all this farm he's getting, but can't do anything about it. All of these trees, that soul ring, making it almost impossible for him. Not to mention these ion shells on these creeps, making it very hard for him as well. And now getting ion shelled by that creep as well. All the while you have Sharkfit going after OP. There is nothing there though. Looks like OP used a Sonic Wave. I hadn't heard it, I didn't see it, but it seems like he did. All the while now, Dread being very deep, and there is a Sprout available. OP gets in there, and just Dread being a little bit out, and with that, 5-zip for Team Empire. Rock's not at the top of their game, I must say. All the while, though, Sharkfit does seem to be farming very effectively mid. Has not lost it by any means. Very tit for tat against this Queen of Pain. But now, since Queen of Pain was around for a kill or two, if we look at their net worth, he should be ever so slightly higher. And is indeed. All the while, smoke going down for Hardeev and y'all. Of course, Shadow Demon, as a smoked up Shadow Demon, is incredibly scary. One disruption is all you need. I don't think that the cast range is particularly longer than 600 than his normal ability. But there you have it. I was just clicking Alt, trying to get those advanced tool tips, wasn't letting me. I guess this is all that they said anything about these two things. All the while, Queen of Pain though, there's the silence, not wanting to let anybody do anything. OP is there. Went in, got the scream off, did indeed hit him, and Sharkfit just can't get away. Nightmare falling on him, Resistance is here, phase shifting away, trying to silence everybody, but will fall indeed, and can't get away, and that's 6-0 now for Team Empire. Rock's having a very difficult time, and considering their team makeup with a Mirana carrying against Lifestealer, the Silencer is doing none too badly either. Rock's having a very difficult time, I must say. All the while, Dread is bot trying to kill Scandal, though gets killed just in time by actually Scandal's ult, no less. Very lucky for him. Not to mention some good playing and some good body blocks that went on. Not to mention a little bit of just scaredy catness hanging out in the trees right there as well. Good play, though. And now 7-0 for Team Empire. And like I was saying, for a team that needs to come out guns ablazing with a very strong first, I should say, laning phase advantage, they are having a very difficult time, I must say. OP is ready to jump on Sharkfit, not getting silenced, phase shifting away, but there's the Fiend's Grip and will fall. Does not fall, gets saved by Lina in the last second. One Dream Coil wants to get away. Mila does fall indeed, did not see that coming, and in pops Sharkfit. Empire 333 is here though as well. Does not have a global silence ready, only has a curse and a last word available, but that is all that you need when it comes to this. Hardeev is here. Nobody is there to back him up though. Y'all maybe is not level 6 yet. Can't Laguna Blade anybody down incredibly quickly. Sharkfit picking up a regen rune. That's going to be very useful. Oh no. Is that going to be enough to kill him? Is not indeed. Disruption though to make sure that that last word does not kill him. Curse of the Silent as well. Wants to use that regen rune. There it is as well. All the while, the first kill going down, or no, second kill for Rocks. Dread killing Bane right there. I suppose Bane always thinks that he's relatively safe as long as you are nightmaring people. You should be pretty safe as well. OP using that magic wand just to get enough mana to blink away. All the while, Dread really wants to go for them. Has now gotten a recipe going for him. I'm gonna say mechanism. Indeed. 13-minute mechanism, none too bad at all. Of course, now is the time to team fight for Team Rocks. They do have a relatively good team fight as well. There it is though, Dread being caught out. There is not enough, and with that, doesn't get his mechanism recipe. Wouldn't have been any different if he had gotten a mechanism though. Does not matter at all. And now though, 8-2 for Team Empire. If we look at the graphs, we see the experience. There's that small dip where a couple of kills went in their favor, but overall, everything looking incredibly in favor of Team Empire. But now that Darkseer has that mechanism, that opens up some team fight a little bit more, of course. And them having a very, fairly strong team fight. Dream Coil is very good. Vacuum with Dream Coil could be enough. Not to mention Starfall is there. And if Lina gets to 6th, that is a lot of damage to front load onto one person. Take them out of team fight very, very early. Sharkfic, though, getting Fiend Grifted and Cursed and Last Worded and Scandal ports in, and he will fall. Just getting a little bit of mispositioning with Team Empire always there to capitalize on it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now if we look at the scoreboard, we're looking very in favor of Team Empire, of course. Just level-wise as well. Experience doing vastly ahead. Oh no, Dread getting caught out. 3-3 running right into that arrow. Dread is here though as well. And the rest of the entire team, they don't have a lot of life though. There's that team fight. There's the global silence to try to stop everything. Dread is here as well. Milo looks like he's probably going to be able to fall. Lina pausing. Not 100% sure why. More likely than not. There it is. There's the lag. An unfortunate time to pause for them. Milo does not have Brain Sap, might be able to Nightmare Dread and save his life. All the while, though, OP is here, does not have enough for a Sonic Wave, does not matter, has enough for a Blink In and a Scream, and that will be all she wrote about Darkseer. Perfect, though, could fall as well if this invisibility does not hold up. Not to mention, Y'all is incredibly low, Hardiv as well. Considering that they have invisibility and this wall is down, might be better for Team Rocks right now, just to take the one kill they've gotten and then leave. Otherwise, I don't know if they know that that OP is waiting in the wings, but he does have a Scream of Pain, does have auto attack, and has enough for some blinks and a Scream of Pain, and that should be enough to really end lots and lots of them. Not too much mana left on Mirana, not too much mana left on Y'all. I guess enough for another combo. Hardiv as well has enough, all the mana in the world to do whatever he needs to. But when it comes right down to it, this Queen of Pain is right here. Puck has not bought a TP yet to come in and support. Might want to, though. Might get him into the fight. Has Dream Coil ready. I think that might be the difference if Puck decides to actually come into it. Milo, though, has to run for his little life right now. Waiting to get Nightmare up and running. Put it on Dread for sure. Perfect. Should be very, very wary of using this leap to catch up. Should be very, very scared that the rest of Empire is coming. If we look at what they can see, can't actually see Resistance and OP anymore at all. Very, very scary for them. This is probably going to end pretty poorly for Rocks at the moment. Chasing after. There they are. They're all invisible still, but they do see them. There's the Scream, though. Y'all will fall. Can't get away, indeed. Hardiv back up to full life. Here comes Puck, though. Dream Coil on everybody. Trying to bait them into the wall. Sharkfic almost falling, though. Hardiv pretty low as well. Getting pretty hurt. And trying to body block with some trance. Can't quite get it. OP running around getting hurt, though. Sharkfic, I don't see how he can get away. Does indeed, though. Still has phase shift if he needs to. And does indeed. Milo is there just to put him to sleep. It won't be enough at the moment. Sharkfic should be able to phase shift, Illusory Orb, and get away with all of this falling into it. Milo's there, though. Brain saps him. Gets him indeed. Y'all getting hurt incredibly a lot. Oh, God, that was some bad talking. The Resistance, though, here. Fast enough to kill Dread. Slow him down. Scandal's barely getting away. Getting healed. Perfect all over him. A couple of shots. But that Urn Charge was just enough. Gets away with 8 health. Milo is here, does not have Brain Sap, and this Ion Shell on this creep doing a huge amount of damage. Still chasing 3-3-3, he can barely get away. Oh, now with that, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. OP is here now, trying to chase Perfect, trying to juke him out, hide a little bit. Let's see if he can see him. No, does not indeed, thinks he's running home. Gets the double damage rune, though. If he ever does see him, he most likely won't, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All the while, though, 3-3-3, very high wand charges. That's a lot of HP and mana to get back very, very quickly. OP is here, does have double damage, really wants this tower, does indeed get it. Y'all slightly misclicking. One attack while it was reinforced. Or I should say, while it was fortified. And now you have OP with a Nyx, or no, not Nyx, with a Naix, that's what it used to be called, with a Lifestealer inside, has Sonic Wave, has Scream, has Blink available, and Rox is going to be very, very scared. Now 15-7, not as one-sided as it once was, but with this combo, that is probably going to be enough to get a team wipe. That can be a lot of damage. Looks like a little bit of a misclick getting the Scream off. Doesn't matter, though. Everybody falling. Perfect now falling as well. Hardiv being completely caught out. There's the global silence. And with that, Hardiv is going to fall. Couple of Screams going on. The entirety of Rox falling and melting to everything. Getting the wall down. It isn't enough, though. Dread wants to live. Wants to take one with them. Can't quite get 333. Now sending every illusion after him. Does just barely get it. Illusion's doing almost full damage. Resistance as well. Armlet toggling, not really in his last dregs of life, but just, you know, using it very, very effectively. And with everybody down, OP is just taking all the hits he ever needs to, completely and utterly not worried about being ganked or being killed right now. But now the port in, seeing if they might be able to get them with a very, very long arrow and stun, possibly Laguna Blade as well. Not like it's going to happen, though. OP just running around, seeing if he can't maybe pick up a rune, hoping for that regen rune. All the while, Y'all is waiting here, seeing if OP goes for it. There is no regen rune here. There is no rune at all. Illusion is top. Y'all trying to set a little bit of a trap, going for that Laguna Blade. Can't quite get it on OP. Don't think it would have killed him anyways. And that's fine, just fine. OP will run all the way home, not feeling it safe at all anymore. All the while, Ion Shell, Heriton Resistance, missing the arrow. Not sure if it would have gotten him if he had raged in time anyways. Dread probably wanting to vacuum him, but can't quite get it. There's the armlet. And now he can armlet toggle his way to safety if he ever wants to. All the while, the entirety of Rox is coming bot. Gonna be able to pick up this tower. And with that, though, 3-3 does not have global silence to counter initiate. Not that that's a big issue at the moment. They are miles and miles ahead. If you look at the experience, it is massive. If you look at the gold, it is massive as well, especially for this early in the game. Everybody going invisible now. Mirana ult going on. There aren't enough sentries down to really see everybody. Fiend's Grippin does not do anything. Big disruption, nice, just to get Dread out of there. Sharkfig is here, wants the Dream Coil, only gets one. All with that, Perfect does fall again. OP is running around, everybody getting caught out. Y'all, now they're searching for him. Still has Laguna Blade, might want to use it in the last seconds. Trying to get the resistance, does indeed. There is no rage to get with it. And with that, the entirety of Team Rox does melt indeed. This is looking a little bit like last game, and Rox must be just so disheartened at the moment. Their courier also falling, all those little wiggly legs. Oh, it's so cute. What a shame for that courier. And with this, it looks like Empire is going to be taking this bot tower tit for tat. And a few sentries going down for them as well, wanting to make sure that the Mirana ult does not save a soul there. And now there are the differences in levels. Very, very scary. I had no idea. Rock Shadow Demon is only level 5. Doesn't even have Demonic Purge yet. Incredibly, incredibly under-leveled now, I must say. The lowest one on the opposing team is 11 across them. But level 5, jeez Louise, 20 minutes in, level 5, having the hardest time ever. All the while, OP is here, has Orchid now, has Regen Rune, wants to go in on this. Don't think he would quite get away, not with the amount, but could probably take out one of them, I must say. But Disruption will end it, along with Light Strike, and then following up with a Sacred Arrow. They think that he's in here, and he probably is, and indeed he is, but porting away now, getting to safety. Dread, though, does not have a way out. He's gonna be caught out. He can't get away. He could surge, but with that, there it is, surge mechanism trying to get away, missing the sprout barely. Big stun on Mila there, but Dread, though, constantly being caught out. There's a Sonic Wave hitting 2 of the 4 there. Hardiv almost falling. Y'all getting Fiend's gripped, and it looks like Dread falling as well. Not sure what's going on up here. Looks like OP was able to catch one of them out. Hardiv probably, who was almost away. There's the stun on OP. Puck is not here. Getting's nightmared. Doesn't matter though. Perfect is there as well. Has Yasha. In pop Scandal. There's the invisibility. Do they have any wards right now? They do not. Perfect running around. Let's see if they place a ward down. They don't, I think, have anything to see. And now Perfect is going to be able to escape in time. The ult is almost up. There it is. Mila's here though. Has a stun available, but but Mila does not have anything. Can't do anything perfect catching them out. Looks like Mila playing a little bit of bait. Leap is off a cooldown, just barely making it up there. OP is here, though, to get them both. Hardiv, I mean, everything almost killing them all. OP now getting vacuumed, just barely gets away. Is it going to hit him? It does indeed. There's the Demonic Purge, as well as, what is it? As well as Soul Catcher. And now 333 getting chased down by Dread. He does have a vacuum almost up. Not going to have to use the wall. Ni ot pushu. That probably means something about pushing. 333 just trying so hard to get away. He's going to have a very hard time. Might want to cast Curse on him. Maybe a little curse, maybe a little last word, though. And all the while, just there it is, trying to make sure that he can't surge away. Gets it off, but doesn't matter, though. And with that, the resistance infesting the creep that was just there, guaranteeing that splash damage and kill. Y'all being caught out all the while by Scandal falling. Sharkfit can't do anything about it. 32 to 12, everything going in favor of Team Empire. Looking at the graphs, it's even more. We're looking at 20,000 difference in gold, 23,000 difference in experience, and all the while, the best personification of just how slanted this is when we look at Shadow Demon. It is 22 minutes in and is only level 8. Very sad stuff for him. Perfect. Trying to set up a really nice arrow. Is it going to be? Just catches him on the side, though. All the while, though, Mila is here as well, just to make sure he doesn't get any kill on Scandal. Y'all porting in, getting the dust off on Scandal. He's running away. He still has mechanism to pop if he needs to. Gets through the Laguna Blade by using his mechanism. Doesn't matter. The Y'all does fall. Perfect is here to get Starfall on him. Doesn't matter. OP is here as well, running out of breath. Oh, there we go. All the while, Dread is here. Oh no, he's getting completely caught out. Guaranteeing that kill with the Sonic Wave. Really wanting to silence Puck, though. Perfect is back, gets a Starfall. Very, very nice Nightmare on him, making sure he doesn't take all the damage from it. Perfect is here as well. There is no ward down for Team Empire to stop this invisibility. And now Empire should be a little bit scared of that invisibility, but it doesn't matter. They are overall far more resilient than Team Rocks, doing a lot of damage to this tower, getting quite a bit up on that high ground there. Puck porting in, trying to get the stun off. 323 does get stunned. Might want to curse somebody, can't do it. All the while, though, Sharkfit getting silenced, can't do anything. The Sprout going down on Hardiv. He is such an easy person to target, such a low level, has no stats at the moment. Sharkfit really trying his darndest to get Scandal. All the while, though, Silencer has gotten a huge amount of intelligence for just being around for these kills. 28 total stolen from the other team. OP is here, does not have Sonic Wave available. Just trying to stop Dread, but now the Curse and the last word gonna make Dread a little bit hurt, I must say. OP chasing them down. Silencer trying very, very hard to kill Perfect. The Urn Charge might just do it. It will indeed. Can't quite get away. And with that, looks like he force-staffs himself up to the high ground, making sure that Dread can't do anything. All the while, though, you have Scandal and Resistance pushing up top. All of the creep waves, all the creep lines very, very close to the Rocks lineup. Looks like Dread really going for that, really going and trying to do as much damage to the Resistance as possible. And now everything is coming up Team Empire. The Resistance opting to get Orchid as well, not wanting to let Puck get away ever. Orchid could go all in, is getting Scythe as well. Who has it? Nature's Prophet has it, Scandal has it instead. Dread has it, might want to throw it down a wall, can't do it though. It has been silenced, might just want to stun everything. Laguna Blade now on Empire, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds until Global Silence, which will of course be the perfect initiation or counter initiation tool. And with that, Rox's top racks are going down. Empire can continue to put on the pressure. They almost don't have to worry about anything going on. Arrow now flying in, only hits a creep, can't quite get enough. There is the wall. Gonna buy them a little bit of time. Nobody wants to fight with a wall there. 3-3 being caught out a little bit by this illusion. Doesn't matter though. Y'all, is there a gem? Is there anything? The fade time was just too much. Couldn't get away in time. But it looks like they can still see him as well. All the while in pops Dread. He has the wall down. Doesn't matter though. Gonna just see what he can do. Doesn't have anything. I think they realize that it's over. Just trying to do a little bit of damage as much as they can. Hardiv, of course, incredibly low. There's the global silence, making sure that nobody gets away. Hardiv can't disruption himself at all. The entirety of Rock smelting. And that, we should be seeing some GGs fairly soon. Empire just dominating this game. Puck having a very hard time now with all these Orchids and the Scythe. Cannot get away. Mask of Madness now on Puck. Not sure if that was meant to be carry. Puck would have loved it if it was. But overall, a very fun game to watch. Some not, some less used heroes. God, I can't talk. Some less used heroes used. And overall, very, very enjoyable. And with that, Empire takes the win in this set of two. Two very decisive wins for them. If we're looking at the final graphs, let's look at gold, or experience and gold. Up into the 40,000 range for each. Very, very scary. Rocks, it just looks like feeding a little bit, knowing that they've lost super creeps now for Team Empire. It absolutely doesn't matter. Doing a little bit of fountain farming as much as they can. Everybody on Team Rocks having such a low amount of health and such a small HP pool. And now in runs the Resistance. Seeing if he can't get a last hit. Does indeed get y'all. Sharkfig is there, Empire there, might as well, does not have enough for a Sonic Wave, and the Dire Ancient will fall. Sad, sad day for Rocks. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is Briefcase playing more catch up with the Premier League, thinking about getting some different leagues and going, maybe going to a little bit of Asia, maybe going to North America, if there are any tournaments. There's not really many, though. So we will see. But thanks so much for watching, and with that, I'll catch you, I think, on the next set of games, 20-something like that. I got 20-odd more games to go in the next week or two, so let's just see how well I can do it.